Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Barakah, HaKadosh, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who taught us His truth. Shalom to you, Akim, that push the word across the four corners of this globe, with all truth and sincerity, Bahashim, Barakah, HaKadosh. You know, the word of Yahweh Bahashim outside is still going out, and it's not going out void, man. You know, we are currently living, you know, as the elder apostles, as the elder apostle to heart is saying, you know, we are living in the time of the fulfillment of all prophecies. You know what I'm saying? We're living in the time of the fulfillment of all prophecies. It's like the spirit and power, how about some outside? You know, it's a spirit. You know what I'm saying? How, through the spirit, you know, the elder apostle to heart coined this year, you know, a hopeful year where all prophecies come to pass. You know, every year, you know, our elder apostle to heart, you know, we always setting the tone with these themes, you know, and these slogans, you know, to set us to be what type of spirit, you know, that we all should be in, you know. Now, you know, the scriptures tell you that no man knoweth the day nor hour. You see, but yet, you know, it sets the tone. You know, all we can do, you know, is continue to be diligent, you know, and you know, being watchful as into prayer, you know, and continue to hope. You know what I'm saying? Because these are, you know, because the elder apostles of heart, you know, be come out with these slogans. You know, he ain't just saying them, just out the blue, man. No, you know, you gotta put in, you know, to what's going on throughout the world, you know, into perspective. You know, you gotta, you gotta filter in and faction in, you know, everything that's going on throughout the world, into, you know, into proper perspective, man. You know, to have an idea of what's coming down the pipe, and through the spirit and power, we help us, you know, side, you know, it is what it is, you know, to what, you know, the elder, you know, deemed this year to be, you know, through, you know, precise observation, man. And we can, you know, see it, man. In 2023, you know, as you can see, gradually the years be getting worse and worse, man. And it definitely got, you know, really worse ever since 2019, man. Going on to 2020, 2021, 2022, you know. The years constantly, you know, gradually got worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi outside, because what? The end is being made manifest, man. What are people doing? You know, yeah, here it is, you know, they see what's going on, man. You know, it's to a point to where, you know, you really can't ignore this thing, man. You know, everybody's seeing what's going on, but all these people, you know, going to sleep suddenly. Everybody has an idea, you know, on what it is, but they don't want to say it out loud. And really, you know, Esau and his fucking mainstream media, is trying to cover up everything, man. Covering up everything, man. You know, trying to, you know, and boom, he comes out with this thing, you know, simultaneously, well, not simultaneously, well, you know, it's not a coincidence, man. Everything is a psyop. Here it is, this, you know, this dude, you know, dealing with Damar Hamlin, you know, him, you know, collapsing and stuff. You know, a couple of days later, now Esau coming out, you know, with to put in more drastic measures to counter people spreading this information, dealing with the situation that transpired. Because everybody's calling it for what it is, man. And it's not just this dude, falling and collapsing in that type of same manner. Many people are having the same type of result and just, going back to the spirit world. Suddenly, you know, cardiac arrest and all that. You know what I'm saying? But see, Esau's lying to you, right? Because he's hiding the fact, that through what he mandated and pushed to force the people to take worldwide, he's hiding the fact that that's the cause and effect of it, man. And you got these scientists and doctors, that's coming out to try, against this man. Scientists and doctors, that's coming out, trying to sue this man, suing all the, the people, the politicians that try to mandate this, because, the data that they're, that they're, collecting together, dealing with all these people, that's going back to the spirit world suddenly, and what they're finding, through the autopsies, through their veins, man. Talking about, just feet long, damn near almost meters long of just strings, stringy, clottage, in these people, man. And good documentary to watch. It's that documentary, D.I.E. Suddenly, D.I.E. Suddenly, and it's going into, these people that's falling suddenly. This is and we're in a time of heavy deception, man. You know what I'm saying? You can see, we are in a time of heavy deception because Esau's at his last leg, man. Everything he's doing is sloppy, and because why? Because he's running out of time. And I'll get this in a second. It's most likely Revelation chapter 12. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to ye inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And Esau is coming down with great wrath upon the world, man, because he knows he has but a short time. This thing is running out of time, and look what he's doing, man. Ever since, March 2020, this major psyop, had the people bugging out, to tweaking, you know what I'm saying? Had the whole world just wearing diapers on their face and shit, standing, 6 feet apart, this and that. Stupid as hell, man. Stupid as hell, vain as hell, man. He's vain as fuck. And then fast forward, the next year, the major, enforcement, draconian enforcement of people, to drink Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? And people lost jobs behind this thing. People lost jobs behind this thing, their careers, because of them being pressured by society and by the government, to take this thing, man. Family members pressuring them, family members cutting ties with, family members, for those that didn't have it. It was a major, separation, man, that was going on. A major division that was being set. That was going on, man. You know, we seen, those that got it and those that didn't. You know, close family members that you was super close to just looking at you side eye crazy and shit because you don't got it. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at you, crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, now fast forward, the next year, it's swept under the rug. Everybody's going back to normal, this and that, going to parties and venues and bullshit. Like shit just didn't happen. Like the whole world wasn't just in a whole lockdown, man. But what are people doing? Just being ignorant. Still, just bullshitting. They just quickly forgot everything. They just quickly forgot how fast Esau just shut your whole life down and made you, and put you, in a pickle, man. Really, Yahweh Shem outside did that, man. And that was just a test, man. He just blew on you. He just blew on you, and Jake was tripping, man. Yeah, Jake making videos, military Jake making videos talking about, man, I don't know if I should do it. They talking about if I don't do it, I'm gonna lose my benefits. I worked so hard for these benefits all my life. This and that, man. Next day, comes out with, another video talking about, yeah, I had to do it. Like, this ain't even the outward temptation yet, man. It goes to show you, and really, that was the Spirit of the Lord revealing, the world, man, who's already on board, man. Because Jake's already on board, worshiping the beast, right? Jake's gonna see that finalization is going to manifest real quick by you, bending down and taking that, actual MOTB to seal your allegiance, man. Jake's already worshiping this, this image, man. Jake's into the, their mindset is just all focused deep into, the internet things, chasing the things of this world, just chasing the crypto, the bag this, the bag that, Jake's mindset is not geared towards the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem outside. Their minds are, turned from the Lord, man. Their minds are not, turned towards, Yahweh Shem outside. You know what I'm saying? Their minds aren't geared towards Yahweh Shem outside, man. Jake partying and bullshitting, because Jake just want to have fun. Well, see, the Lord is getting ready to pop everybody's bubble, man. Everybody's getting ready to be set back into the same reality. All the way from the, the rich celebrity nigga on down to the poorest. The poorest individual. Because everybody's getting ready to be, set back. This new currency is going to have to be accessible through this device, this new system that you have to comply to by implanting under your skin. Unless you want to, have access to funds again, unless you want to function through society again, unless you want to, continue what's going on through society. And that's prophecy, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem outside, what he declared from the beginning, man. We're seeing it happen in these last days, being made manifest, man. We're seeing it happen, man. We're seeing these things, man. We're seeing these things happen, man. All through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem outside. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord has set forth prophets, man. Warning our people. This is this is Jeremiah. Oh, it's lucky. Isaiah. It's lucky. This is Isaiah 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, keep not silence. You know, Yahweh Shem Shah has set forth, men upon the face of the earth. In these last days, man, in this generation, in this time, a final last warning, man. See, and this is the Lord, talking to you, man. The Lord's not gonna come down himself and talk to you, and that's what the mindset of people, be thinking, man. They think that Yahweh Shemel will physically come down, give you, an epiphany and talk to you himself, man. You don't want that, man. The Lord has always been dealing with prophets, man. Jake's ideology, the world's ideology towards the Bible, in these last days is off the, the influence of the so-called white man. He's off the influence of Esau. He's off the influence of Esau, man. I'm saying just fucking, thinking that, that the Most High looks like him with pale skin, long hair, blue eyes and shit, and the angels are just butt naked, just fucking roaming around the heavens and shit. No, man. That's nowhere near scripture. Calling upon, Jesus, Jesus Christ, when you pray to Jesus Christ, man, you know what you're thinking, man. What image, pops up in your head, when you close your eyes and you're praying to the name of Jesus Christ. You're thinking about Esau, man. You envisioning, a so-called Caucasian man, with fucking long hair, open arms and shit, man. Just fucking, all looking sweet as hell, man. You see, when you praying to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you praying to the truth, man. You understand, when you envision it according to what's written in the Bible, where his feet were as burnished like fine brass, his eyes were a flame of fire, the hairs on his head were white like wool, white as snow, in fact. You understand and perceive, him to be, a so-called Negro man, dark-skinned man, If the Lord was, on the earth today, the world would recognize him, as a so-called Negro, You understand that the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, are so-called black men, dark-skinned men. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth, man. That's the truth, man. And it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. At the end of the day, what's 1 + 1 = 2, man. No matter what. So you can try to debate it, try to, take it to counsel all you want to. But I don't think 1 + 1 = 2. I think it equals 3. I can prove it.